Hey people, alright, I want to talk about the Epson V600 scanner. You're going to run into a problem sometimes with some of your slides. You can see on this slide over here, it's a nice scan, or I guess it's a nice scan, but the problem is that there are two black bars. Sometimes they show up on the left and right, other times they show up on the top and bottom. And what I was doing is I was just taking my batch of slides, putting them in, and after I did my initial preview, I let the program just run strictly on pressing the scan button. And that's fine, but sometimes you're going to run into a problem like this where the scanner doesn't, whether it's the, I don't think it's just the scanner, I think the slides, some of the slides are not to full size. And so when the scanner is doing the scan at full size, the cardboard part has been the slide's been mounted in the cardboard the wrong way, or some of these older slides, the opening on the cardboard frame is smaller, and so it compensates, the program compensates by putting these black bars on. And you look at it and you freak out and you think, okay, well, what am I going to do? What you need to do is just go back in and do a preview, and when you do the preview, you're going to get your picture, and you want to go in and click on that picture in your preview panel and highlight that photo and then crop it. You want to crop out the black sides and strictly just have the picture, and then go click on your scan button and you will get a very nice scan. There's another problem that the scanner seems to have. Not only does this scanner have it, but it appears that other scanners have this problem, mostly flatbed scanners. And that problem is, you should be able to see it over here. Do you see this line over here? It's a red line. A red line, sometimes if you go on Google and you do a search, you'll find a red line, magenta line, green line, yellow line. Depends on the scanner maker. And supposedly that is caused by two problems. The CCD, the detector that's doing the scanning, is dirty, and so that one pixel is out and it causes a bad scan. The other problem is that, which I noticed and which most people notice, is that this doesn't happen on every single slide. It happens on some slides. Sometimes you can get away with turning the slide around. Let me zoom in on that. Hopefully I can zoom in so you can see it a little better. Yeah, you can see that right now. You see that little red line over there? Okay, so the other way, supposedly, to solve this problem is it is dust. That's the word, it's dust. And these scanners are very high-tech items, and they calibrate when they start. And if there is a speck of dust on the calibration area, if there's a speck of dust on the flatbed, if there's a speck of dust on the top part where the light is, if there is dust on the holder, on the slide holder, on the bottom little white feet where it does the calibration, all of that stuff can set this off, and it just becomes one line, one vertical line that causes this problem. So some people are starting their scanner up, putting a sheet of white paper on there, on the glass, on the flatbed, and letting it calibrate to the white paper, and then everything seems to be fine. That might work for you. Other people are cleaning the glass and the slide holder, the top, very well. You've got to do it very well. I used a very powerful light and a very like 5x, no, 2x, I think 2x magnifier visors. I put the visors on, I turned on the bright light, and I saw dust that I couldn't see in regular daylight. There was dust all over my glass, even after I wiped it down. There was dust all over the slide holders, dust on, it was dust everywhere, and that's just a reality. You're going to have dust everywhere on the slides, on the glass, on the top. Try cleaning very carefully. Do a really good job of cleaning your glass, top and bottom. Use a non-scratching material. You don't want to use cotton. You don't want to use t-shirts. Try to use a lint-free cloth. Clean the slide holders, clean the glass, the top and bottom. I would not recommend this. Some people have said they have removed the glass and gone in there and wiped the dust off of the calibration area. If your scanner is out of warranty and it's not working and this is your last hope, that might work, that might solve your problem. But if you have a new scanner or if you're in warranty and you don't want to ruin this thing and you still want to be able to use it, I would not attempt to do that. This only appears to happen on positive film, on positive slides, and other people are saying they have not seen it on regular documents or on scanning photographs, but who knows. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and do one more really good clean and see if that solves the problem before I return this scanner. But my advice to you, because many people have said it's working, is just go in there and clean. Clean the glass really well. Clean the area where the calibration area is on the bottom. Clean the slide holders. Clean the top inside the door. Make sure there's no dust anywhere. Use a very bright, powerful light so you can see little specks of white dust floating around. And then if that doesn't work, the other thing that you can do, which might work, probably won't, is you can go into the Epson software and click it. You've got to do this in professional mode. You want to go to professional mode. You want to go to configuration, and you want to go in there and find the button that says set to default or factory default settings, and click on that. That might solve the problem. It might not. If that doesn't work, you also want to clean, as I said, and if that doesn't work, you also want to take a white sheet of paper, put it on the flatbed, and let it try to start up and do its calibration to white paper, which should solve your problem with the dust. If that doesn't work, you might want to open up the glass and see if you can find little specks of dust. If that doesn't work, you're out of luck. But this seems to be a very common problem with these scanners. And it shouldn't be. There should be no problem with dust like this at all, especially on a high-tech item like this. But hopefully some of those ideas help. And that's it. Good luck. All right, people, here we go. I just did a completely detailed clean of my scanner. Now, what I did first is I took the slide and I scanned it at 3200 DPI, which is massive. And all I saw in that scan was black, little white specks of dust everywhere. I mean, it's unbelievable. You don't see it with your eye. You don't see it when you're scanning at 1500. But when I went up to 3200, the slide had specks of dust everywhere. The glass had dust. The holder had dust. Everything was covered with dust, which is just not visible to the eye without magnification. So you see over here, this is the original scan with the red line. And then this is the scan that I did 2 minutes ago after I cleaned everything. Look at this. Beautiful scan. I went in there and I did a preview scan. I don't know if that made a difference. I'm not sure if the preview scan makes a difference or not. I did the preview scan. I went in there and I cropped, which is exactly, well, let's look at it. Well, look at that. Look at that. This photo looks a little bit darker in the upper right. Over here, it's definitely a little darker. I don't know if that makes a difference. And it's a lot brighter now. And I really didn't do anything, but I did nothing. I did absolutely nothing different. So maybe that preview scan makes a huge difference. I'm not sure, but I got rid of that line by doing a very good cleaning. So I'm going to try this for another day. I'm going to try scanning everything, and I'm going to hopefully not see any red lines. If I do, I'll do another clean. But there is no doubt that there is dust all over the place that is not visible, and that's probably why you're getting these vertical colored magenta and yellow or blue or whatever you're seeing colored lines on there, because the calibration is totally off from the dust. Hopefully that helped you.